Welcome dear students. Today we are going to learn about the origin, evolution and diversity of cotton. The natural cotton fiber is a great gift from nature. It is unique among plant fibers in that each is a single cell. Cotton is mainly cultivated for the production of those elongated single-celled fibers valued worldwide too much and which sustains one of the world's largest industries. In addition to being the world's most important textile fiber crop, cotton is the world's second most important oilseed crop after soybean. Cotton is a popular natural fiber. Cultivated cotton is also an important oilseed crop and a major protein source for animal feed. This makes cotton a major player in the world economy, and it is central to the industry, agriculture and employment of many subtropical and tropical regions in South America, Africa and Asia. Cotton is a major agricultural and industrial crop in more than 60 countries. With its production, processing and marketing, cotton provides employment and income for hundreds of millions of people. All parts of the cotton plant are significant. Seeds are used for oil or as animal feed. Fiber is used in the textile industry to produce thread, fabric and remaining parts are mulched. Linters are a good source of cellulose. Linters are used to make products like cotton balls. Among cotton products, lint detached from the seed is the major product. Other products include textile and yarn products, automobile, tire cord, plastic reinforcing and cordage. Cotton hulls are used for fuel, fertilizer, as packing material and the stalk fiber is used for pressed paper and cardboard. Cotton seed oil is now considered as a chief byproduct of the cotton plant and has emerged as a distinct industry since its development in the later half of the 19th century. It's gradually becoming more important to cotton farmers as the natural cotton fiber meets competition from cheaper, stronger synthetic fibers. Cotton seed contains 20% oil. After detaching from the linters, seeds are shelled, pressed and crushed. The crude oil is extracted with solvents. Cottonseed oil is used as a cooking or salad oil, in margarine and shortening, and in a highly refined form for cosmetics. It's used as a semi-drying oil in paint, candles, soap, detergents, oilcloth, artificial leather and many other commodities are manufactured from its less refined state. Cotton is easily combined with linen to make velvet. It is less expensive than silk and can be printed more easily than wool. Its low market price makes it acceptable to the general public. The British Midlands became a profitable centre in the 1770s due to innovative techniques like the spinning jenny, water frame and spinning mule. British cotton export reached to 15.6% from 1794 to 1796 and 42.3% from 1804 to 1806. Cotton has been cultivated in tropical and subtropical climates of the world since prehistoric times. Although the wild cotton species are often woody perennials, ranging from shrubs to trees, the domesticated cottons are generally cultivated as herbaceous row crops or in a few areas of the world by rattooning as with the moco cottons of Brazil. Cotton is grown all around the world. 75 countries produce cotton for different purposes. It's grown north and south of the equator to 45 to 35 degrees and comprises 31.7% of global agricultural production. Cotton thrives in hot areas with low humidity and long periods of sunshine. Many insect species attack cotton and cause serious damage if not properly controlled. Major pests include aphids, mirids, whitefly, thrips and Helicoverpa caterpillar. Cotton is also affected by diseases causing significant losses to industry. The most damaging diseases are Texas root rot, bacterial blight, blue disease, cotton leaf curl disease, and some strains of verticillium and fusarium wilt. Abiotic factors, heat, drought, salinity, and waterlogging affect cotton yield, especially during early stages of plant development. Cotton is engaging approximately 350 million people around the globe for its production, ginning, transportation, and storage. The top 3 cotton producing countries are China, India, and the United States, followed by Pakistan, Brazil, Australia, Uzbekistan, Turkey, Turkmenistan, Burkina, Mali, Greece, and Burma. China produces the most cotton, up to 6,532 metric tons annually. 100,000 Chinese farmers are engaged in cotton cultivation, where moderate rainfall favors production. About US $73 billion in cotton cloth industry is earned by 7,500 textile companies in China. India is the world's second largest cotton producer at 6,423 metric tons production each year. Massive cotton production in India is made possible by favorable environmental conditions in northern areas with moderate temperatures of 25 degrees Celsius to 35 degrees Celsius. Mechanized farming in India also contributes to increased cotton production. The United States of America is the third largest cotton producer at 3,553 metric tons annually. The cotton fiber grown annually in the United States is worth $6 billion, and the added value from cottonseed oil and meal is $500 million. About $120 billion is assessed for the business revenue of this crop. Cotton is grown in Indian subcontinent from May to August during monsoon season and also grown from February to April on a small scale. Let's discuss about the taxonomy of the cotton. The genus of cotton is Gossypium in the tribe Gossipia of the mallow family Malvaceae. This makes it a relative of familiar plants as okra, jute, and mallow. Gossypium plants are small trees, shrubs, or subshrubs that grow in tropical and subtropical regions of Africa, Asia, Australia, and America. Cotton occurs naturally in arid to semi-arid areas of subtropical and tropical regions in both the New and Old World. The genus Gossypium consists of 50 species, making it the largest in the tribe Gossypi. 45 of the species are diploid, having a 2n chromosome number that equals to 26. Only 4 species of Gossypium are grown on a commercial scale in the world. New World species from Mexico and Peru are Gossypium hirsutum, Gossypium barbadense, and the Old World or Asiatic cotton are Gossypium arboreum, Gossypium herbaceum, originating in Indo-Pak subcontinent and southern Africa respectively. The Gossypium genus originated 5 to 10 million years ago. The species included in the genus are extremely varied, both morphologically and physiologically, ranging from fire-borne herbaceous perennials in Australia to tree species in Mexico. Talking about the domestication of cotton, no one knows when cotton was first domesticated. Some 7,000 years old cotton ball fragments and wreckages of cloth have been found in Mexico, as this cotton was similar to that grown in America today. Cotton has been grown, spun, and woven in the Indus Valley since 3000 BC. At the same time, the inhabitants of the Nile Valley in Egypt were also wearing cotton cloths. Arabs brought cotton to Europe in 800 AD. Columbus found cotton in the Bahamas during his exploration of America in 1492. Cotton ginning and the Industrial Revolution paved the way for today's world significance of cotton. Eli Whitney filed a patent on his cotton gin in 1793. Cotton ginning increased the quantity of cotton fiber that could be produced for textile industry. Cotton was most likely domesticated some 7,000 years ago. The foremost archaeological evidence comes from the Neolithic occupation of Mehergarh, dating to 6000 BC. Gossypium arboreum and Gossypium herbaceum are Old World cotton species. Both have genetic variation and perhaps differed well before domestication. Proper cultivation of Gossypium arboreum started on the Indian subcontinent and spread to Asia and Africa. Gossypium herbaceum was cultivated on the Arabian Peninsula and the modern-day Syria. An African species was the ancestor of Gossypium herbaceum, but the wild ancestor of Gossypium arboreum is still unknown. The trading empires of Europe and particularly United Kingdom promoted cotton to global significance. The most popular cotton fabrics in Europe were calico and chintz, which were imported to the United Kingdom in 1664 by the East India Company, and they produced cotton prints in 1690s. The People's Republic of China, Uzbekistan, United States and India produce the majority of the world's cotton crop. Other prominent cotton growing countries include Brazil, Pakistan and Turkey. The earliest evidence of cultivated Gossypium hirsutum in Mesoamerica comes from the excavations in the Tehucan Valley, dating from 3400 to 2300 BC. Gossypium arboreum is a tropical plant which has restricted its spread from the southern Asia. It's grown in the Persian Gulf and some parts of North Africa. Gossypium arboreum was recently found in Karatape, Uzbekistan. Gossypium herbaceum is less familiar than Gossypium arboreum. It was cultivated in the forests and plains of Africa. Its wild plants were taller with small fruits and thick testa. No archaeological remains of it have been recovered, but has spread towards North Africa and the Near East. Gossypium hirsutum and the Gossypium barbadens are considered New World cotton species. Gossypium hirsutum and Gossypium barbadens were cultivated in Mexico and Peru, respectively. Some archaeologists maintain that the most primitive form of cotton was domesticated form, Gossypium barbadens, and was first cultivated in Mesoamerica. Others believe that the Gossypium hirsutum was solemnly domesticated in Mesoamerica. Either way, cotton became an important cash crop and a valuable exchange element in Mesoamerica. Maya and Aztec merchants exchanged cotton articles and precious woven colored blankets. Aztec kings gave gifts of cotton items to their guests and army leaders. Cotton remains from Ancon dating to 4200 BC, providing the earliest evidence for domestication of Gossypium barbadens. By 1000 BC, Peruvian cotton balls were still different from modern cultivated varieties of Gossypium barbadens. The evidence of this form of cotton was found in some regions of the Ecuador and on the middle coast of Peru. Cotton threads have been recovered from archaeological investigations of the Indus Valley civilization. Cultivation of cotton was extensive at the time of the Indus Valley civilization, covering areas of modern northwest India and eastern Pakistan. Archaeological indications of seeds from Mehergarh have been dated back to 5000 BC. Cotton cloths were being used in Mohenjo-daro and the Harappa Valley in 2500 BC. Evidences of cotton threads were found around mirror handles and copper razors dated to the mature Harappan period of 2500 to 2000 BC. Talking about cotton genome, the phylogenetic analysis places the genera Gossypoids and Cochia clausus to the genus Gossypium. Genus Gossypium has 3 diploid progenitors. The A, B, E and F genomes constituted the African Asian clade. The D genome formed the New World clade, and the C, G and K genome gave rise to the Australian clade. Worldwide expansion led to differentiation in genome size based on morphology, ecology and chromosome pattern. Introgression and interspecific hybridization were the most common causes of speciation in Gossypium. Allopolyploidy occurred when A genome diploid cotton hybridized with a D genome female of immigrant New World. Gossypium ramondi wild cotton plants are diploid, but a group of 5 tetraploid species is native to the Pacific Island and America. Due to one hybridization incident 1.5 to 2 million years ago. The tetraploid species are Gossypium hirsutum, Gossypium muslinum, Gossypium tomentosum, Gossypium darwini, and Gossypium barbadense. Hybridization and polyploidization between the A and D diploid genomes resulted in the AD genome of tetraploid cotton. This polyploidization led to a remarkable combination of high yield potential and superior fiber quality compared to the A genome of Gossypium arboreum, which has poor fiber quality, and the D genome of Gossypium ramondi, which does not produce a spinable fiber. So, let's talk about the genetic diversity of cotton. Species diversify as they adapt to a changing environment, when individuals with the best suited alleles produce more offspring. Gossypium hirsutum, a cultivated upland cotton with an AD1 genome and extra long staple length, and Gossypium barbadense with an AD2 genome evolved through whole genome duplication as neopolyploids with different genomes. Gossypium barbadense produces the strongest fiber of any plant with a long staple and pure cellulose composition. The origin of 4 species cultivated in 4 different areas of the world so far apart indicates that they were domesticated independently of each other. Gossypium barbadense is the most photoperiodic species among the 4 cultivated species, which limits its cultivation to only a few countries. The most commonly cultivated species of cotton in the world is Gossypium hirsutum, and it along with Gossypium barbadense are the most important agricultural cottons. Both are allotetraploids of New World origin and presumably result from an ancient cross between an Old World A genome and a New World D genome. Euploids of these plants have 52 somatic chromosomes and frequently designated as AADD. Let's talk about the cotton plant. Cotton, Gossypium hirsutum, and the Gossypium barbadense is widely cultivated as a source of fiber. It is an annual leafy shrub similar to hibiscus that grows to 1.2 meter. The plant has broad, heart-shaped leaves with thick veins and 3 to 5 lobes, a central stem with many branches, and roots that can reach 1.5 meter deep. The cotton plant produces pink or light yellow flowers that, after pollination, give rise to a fruit called a ball. Each ball contains 27 to 45 seeds hidden within capsules surrounded by 28 mm long 10,000 to 20,000 fibers. Cotton fiber is thin, hollow, and composed of cellulose surrounded by wax. When a cotton seed is sown, it comes in contact with moist soil, imbibes water, and starts to germinate. Emergence occurs when cotyledons emerge from the soil surface and unfurl. Seedling establishment is best at a soil temperature of 16 degrees Celsius with at least 3 days of sunshine. Below this temperature, seedlings are susceptible to diseases like black root rot and fusarium wilt. Cotton has an indeterminate growth habit. It produces fruit over a period of time, not simultaneously. Under ideal conditions, seeds planted in warm, moist soil germinate and emerge in 5 to 10 days. The plant develops continuously by adding leaves and increasing height. It produces small flower buds called scars in 5 to 7 weeks. Bracts cover the small flower bud. After scar development, the bud swells, pushes through the bracts, and opens into an attractive flower. Pollination occurs within 3 days, changing the flower's creamy white or yellow color to pinkish red. Then the flower wilts and falls off, uncovering a small green immature cotton ball. A cotton ball is a segmented fruit pod with 32 immature seeds from which the fibers originate. It enlarges to the size of a small fig as the fibers develop and thicken within the ball. At this stage, the mature cotton fibers are thickened with their chief component, the carbohydrate cellulose, also the major component of higher plant cell wall. Each plant may bear up to 100 balls, and the average ball contains 5 lakh cotton fibers. About 140 days after planting, or nearly 45 days after the appearance of balls, the cotton ball will start splitting naturally along its segments or carpels and begin to dry out, uncovering the underlying cotton segments called locks. Dried carpels are called the burr, and when fully dried and fluffed, this burr holds locks of cotton firmly in place, ready for easy picking. Let's talk about the colored cotton. Cotton varieties that produce colors other than the off-white are important additions to modern marketable cultivated cotton. Green, red, and several shades of brown are the major natural colors of cotton varieties, which do not fade. The yield of colored cotton varieties is lower than commercially cultivated white cotton due to harvest constraints. Fiber is shorter and more fragile, but also softer than commercial white cotton. Sally Fox developed a long fiber of colored cotton and obtained patents for different shades of colored cotton, including coyote, brown, green, palo verde green, and buffalo brown. Under Fox fiber, colored cotton has excellent sun protection properties. The color doesn't fade even after laundering and is environmentally friendly because it is not dyed, which also saves the capital investment for fabric dyeing. Naturally colored cotton is more expensive than cultivated white cotton. Colored cotton is grown in the United States, China, Russia, and Brazil. China produces 61% of the world's colored cotton and exports to Western Europe, North America, Southeast Asia, and Eastern Europe. The fiber of colored cotton could help reduce the incidence of 50 somatic and psychosomatic disorders in human beings. Dyed cotton fabrics can trigger skin allergies, and some dyes are carcinogenic, endangering textile workers. Naturally colored cotton has shortcomings too. The fiber is short and is not harvested efficiently, causing great losses in yield. The color range is limited, sometimes not stable, and the fiber quality is low. Naturally colored cotton has very low market demand and fewer marketing facilities, but it could be a greener solution for cotton production and the textile industry. There may be an increased demand for colored organic cotton, which might be a better price option for the cotton industry. Friends, let's talk about the constraints in cotton production. Starting with insect pests. A wide range of insect pests attack cotton. The most damaging insects include ash weevils, cotton aphids, cotton stem weevil, pink bollworm, dusky cotton bug, fruit borer, leaf hopper, leaf roller, mealybug, spotted bollworm, shoot weevil, red cotton bug, stem borer, thrips, tobacco, cutworm, and whitefly. Integrated pest management is a critical step to boost cotton production. Formerly, the most devastating cotton pest in North America was cotton boll weevil. This pest was completely eradicated by the efforts of the Boll Weevil Eradication Program of the United States Department of Agriculture. Synthetic pesticides use was reduced with the introduction of Bt cotton, genetically modified against cotton bollworm and pink bollworm. Cotton production is greatly affected by diseases, causing yield loss and poor quality seed and fiber. Cotton is affected by bacterial, viral, fungal, nematodal, phytoplasmal, and spiroplasmal diseases. Cotton leaf curl disease is the most devastating disease of cotton in Asia, Africa, and the United States. 9 virus species in the genus Bigomovirus and DNA beta and alpha satellites are linked to cotton leaf curl diseases in these regions, particularly in India and Pakistan. The economic loss of Pakistan in 1992 and 1997 reached $5 billion and cotton production reduced to 70% by 1998 in Indian state of Punjab. A 52.7% and 54.2% decrease in ball number and cotton ball weight was observed respectively. Due to these insects, yield losses were up to 50% in resistant varieties and 85% to 90% in susceptible varieties. Cotton production rebounded in the mid-1990s when the resistant cotton varieties were introduced into the Indian subcontinent. Dear students, thank you all for joining today's lecture. I hope you found it informative and engaging.